Oye, mi gente, welcome to the Max Breakdown, where we'll be diving into sports, sports cars, and cultura Dominican style with a twist. Today we will be talking about this NBA 2026 draft madness. And let me tell you, this board got flipped like a domino table in Washington Heights. Because guess what? Darryn Peterson is back. The kid is moving up. He's moving up like if he was walking back into a bodega and saying, nah, run that back. That's my sandwich. The kid is really looking like he might be the number one pick. It seems that way. This man went from he went from being questioned to crowned. NBA executives are whispering Devin Booker vibes. And honestly, after dropping 6 threes and 24 points and a half, I see it. Shot creation, elite, size, and the kid is perfect. The ceiling, basically, it is skyscraper level, and I'm talking about Hudson Yards, not no walk up. The kid is looking really good. So don't be surprised if he is the number one pick. But right on his heels, um, and don't get it twisted, is AJ Dybantsa. He didn't fall off. He's still him. 6'9", downhill bully, mid-range assassin. Fills seats like he's Bad Bunny at Madison Square Garden. He led the DI in the D1 league in scoring. He shot 51% and still looks like a future franchise wing. But the jumper, the off-ball impact is still cooking, still simmering. Then you have another guy that, let me tell you, this guy is going to be a very good player for a long time. And it's Cameron Boozer, the analytics darling. The models love him like if your tia loves Romeo Santos. He's smart, he is very skilled, he is steady, but the question is he your number one option on a title team or the elite number two that makes everything runs smoothly? That's a question. And this class is deep. Then you have other dudes like Caleb Wilson, flying around like he's got springs from Villajuana. Then you have Keaton Wagler, playing with poise like as he's been in the league for 5 years. Darius Acuff Jr., cooking defenders like he's running a food truck on Dykeman. So this draft is not just talent, it's archetype, it's upside bets, it's franchise shifting decisions. And the Wizards, they're sitting there sweating like they're choosing between two plates at a Dominican barbecue, both fire, both risky, and both could change your life. So buckle up, because today on the Max Breakdown, we're breaking down the real storylines, the hidden gems, the red flags in the future, all NBA dudes hiding in plain sight. This isn't ESPN. This isn't NBA TV. This is the Max Breakdown, where we talk hoops with sabor, with spice, with that uptown edge. So, we heard Let's Go Knicks. We heard Let's Go Knicks. Let's talk about something that doesn't happen in today's NBA. Something rare, something smooth, almost methodical. We're coming down to the point where basically the Knicks are going to have decisions. The Knicks are going to have major decisions to do. And I really think that we're going to get a dynasty. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Knicks fan, but let me run some stuff by you. Superstars taking less money to win more rings. Think about that. After you see what Jalen Brunson did, that wasn't just a discount. That wasn't a team-friendly deal. That was $113 million sacrifice, a generational bag left on the table so that the Knicks could build a championship team. And guess what? It worked. The Knicks are champions. The Canyon of Heroes was packed. The city is still buzzing. And now the front office is staring at the next challenge. How do you keep a dynasty together under the most restrictive CBA in NBA history? Well, let's break it down. The Brunson sacrifice. Brunson didn't just take a pay cut. He took a historical one. He left over $100 million on the table, money he could have taken with zero criticism because he believed in the roster, the culture, the city, the mission. And after winning the title, he said it straight. It was 100% worth it. That's not a quote. That's a legacy statement. Brunson is officially in that Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Steph Curry tier of stars who sacrifice to win. New York doesn't just have a point guard. They have a leader of men. The NBA's new CBA is basically designed to kill super teams. It's basically designed for anybody that's trying to create a super team to destroy it. The second apron is the final boss. Let me repeat that. The second apron is the final boss. Cross it and you lose. The mid-level exception, the ability to combine salaries in a trade, the ability to send cash, the ability to sign and trade. Your future draft picks, if you stay above it too long. If the league is saying, if you want to be expensive, you're gonna suffer, and the Knicks, they're right against it. The projected numbers are this. The salary cap is $165 million. Knicks payroll, $205 million. The second apron, $222 million. Space below apron, 16.5. That's tight. Like you can only sign minimums and rookies. That's tight. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The cat factor, the next sacrifice. Karl-Anthony Towns is eligible for a 4-year, $272 million extension. That's the supermax money. That's face of the franchise money. But according to Brian Windhorst, if Cat takes a $7 to $10 million haircut and Josh does the same similar down the line, the Knicks can keep the entire starting core together for 3 to 5 more years. That's Brunson, that's Bridges, that's Anunoby, that's Towns, that's Hart. Plus Mitchell Robinson if they can stay under the apron. This is how dynasties are built. Not just talent, but sacrifice. And Cat, he's already shown he wants to be here. Guys from Jersey, he wants to win. He wants to rewrite history. This is his moment to do what Brunson did. Now, let me take it a little bit further. And I just think it's common sense. You know, you are basically saying, I want to continue winning. It's not fun to put in all this work all year around, all year, to then lose, right? So you're still getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars, life-changing money. And it's basically saying, take a little bit less than what you could if you leave to win. To me, that's a no-brainer. So Josh Hart is locked in for now. 4 years, $81 million, $20.9 million in 2026 to 27 season, $22.3 million team option in 2027, 2028. But the Knicks might eventually declined that option to restructure a lower AAV deal, the same way contenders keep their glue guys. If Hart follows Brunson's lead, the Knicks can keep the culture intact for years. The Dynasty blueprint. Let's be real. Most teams fall apart after a title. Egos, monies, roles, taxes. The league is designed to break you up, right? But the Knicks, they're doing something different. They're building a dynasty, brotherhood, sacrifice, culture, continuity, New York pride. This isn't the old Knicks. This isn't chaos. This isn't dysfunction. This is a machine, a well-run, well-coached, well-constructed championship machine. And if Cat and Hart follow Brunson's lead, we're not talking about one ring. We're talking about multiple. The Knicks didn't just win a title. They cracked the code. And now the question is simple. Who else is willing to sacrifice to keep this dynasty alive? Because if you answer everyone, the league is in trouble. It really is. Because we're going to be diving into the Knicks draft strategy, the 24th pick, and how do you build a bench on minimums without losing a step, right? Let's cook. New York, we might have a problem with our hands, and a good problem. This dude might be the best, so we have to figure out who's going to be that 24th pick. Are we going to trade it? Are we going to keep it? What are we going to do? It's going to be very interesting to see what the Knicks do if they, in my mind, I really feel like you could trade Mitchell Robinson and that 24th pick for someone that is low budget. Or they could take a 2027, 2028 first round pick, but clear that spot out. I really feel that they could do that. But we're going to pivot and we're going to be transitioning and talking about boom. So New York, we might have a problem in our hands, a good problem. This dude might be the best pitcher in the American League. Problem. Because Cam Schlittler or Shitty, how he's called, is pitching like if he's in a crime scene. His last outing, he had 13 strikeouts in 6 innings, 3 different fastballs, 0 mercy. This wasn't a start. This was a declaration. And you know what? It's real when you're talking about guys like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart throwing pitches in a game and proclaiming that Shitty is the Cy Young winner hands down. From a champion, from a dude who just brought a parade down Broadway. That's not hype. That's validation. And Schlittler is cool as ice. He said hearing that from Hart is a good thing to hear and that he's pumped for the city. Bro, it's 25 years. This 25-year-old talking like a 10-year vet. All right, baseball fans, let's talk about one of the wildest offensive nights we've ever seen, because Bryce Harper didn't just break out of a slump. He reinvented himself mid-season like he was dropping a surprise album. Harper came into Saturday ice cold. 1 hit in 7 games, timing off, frustration building. So what does he do? He pulls out a 35-ounce bat, the heaviest one he usually has, and that he only uses for workout, and says, I'm going to try to hit homers. Just try to have some fun. That's baseball equivalent of showing up to a pickup game in Tim's. In Tim's, you're not there to play. You're there to dominate. And his first at bat, he hit a home run. His second, he hit a double. His third, he hit a single in the 5th inning. He turns on the Jets. Yes, Bryce Harper, sprinting like he stole something and slides into third for a triple. Cycle complete. First of his career. Only the 11th Philly in history. And the triple, it was just the 8th in 8 seasons. Harper finished 4 for 5, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, and a whole lot of swag. But wait, Schwarber, Kyle Schwarber said, "Hold my beer because you ain't gonna be the only one shining." While Harper was cycling, Kyle Schwarber was out here launching moonshots like he was trying to hit the Liberty Bell. 3 home runs, 2 in the same inning, 456 feet for one. Then the other, he topped it by 1 with 457. Then another in the 7th. Schwarber finished 4 for 5, 6 RBIs, 4 runs, and probably broke a few StatCats sensors. He's only the 67th player ever to hit 2 homers in an inning, the 4th Philly to do it, and the major league leader in home runs this season. This wasn't a game. This was a firework show. And mi gente, this is the Max breakdown for today. Walk with faith, move with purpose, and don't let anybody take your spirit. This is Max, el que te lo dice claro, and I'll see you on the next.